morning, people.
Okay. Welcome back, if you've been here before. If you're new, this is
Hashtag Just Sayin, the podcast.
Ooh, the podcast. As we're prostituting ourselves, be sure to like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you feel like it. And you can watch the first 40 here on the YouTubes. Listen to the entire thing with Streaming Things Stream. You can watch the pre-show banter and Trivia Tuesday on TikTok.
Yes.
At hashtag Just Sayin. Spell it out. It's all one word. Prostitution over. Wow.
We are not filthy whores. We are clean whores.
We're the clean kind of whores.
We do bathe.
Clean cut.
We're not,
We use soap. Soap and scope.
hepatitis free. Since 1975.
Damn.
Yeah.
Big Sean got a title.
Already?
Already.
That's fine.
All right.
Sean, so let's talk about where Sean was last week.
Yeah, Sean will roar you.
We dabbled in it, but we can hear it straight from the source now.
All right, so
We missed you.
I missed me too. All right, so
That's
I
fucking
decided at one point I was gonna hop on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I have a shot in getting here sooner.
Yeah.
And somewhere halfway through, cars just came to a complete stop.
Explain how.
And then this side starts moving up a little bit, and we start moving up a little bit. Then they did.
Inching its
And then
way.
it stops again for like another few minutes.
Accident
I assume so.
Or
I didn't get that.
construction.
I didn't
Yeah.
get that far.
or
but
both.
State police cruiser did come by with the lights on.
Yeah.
Tow truck did go by with their lights on.
Rubbernecking.
No. I hate that. I really do.
And it was just stop and go for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm like right next to an exit that I'm familiar with,
Yeah. Familiar.
I'm familiar with
but
this.
it still takes me a whole different way from here.
Yeah.
So even if I took that exit, I still wouldn't have been here until right around now,
Ah.
which is a little after 6. And we usually
Damn.
start the show at 5:30.
Okay.
Yeah. Give or take. But
It's
yeah,
about there.
give or take.
We do the pre-show. We do the trivia.
I'm slowly. I'm looking at the exit, and I'm thinking about taking it. I'm thinking, well, give this another chance. Maybe one lane will open up, and we'll just start going.
I'm gonna give you one more chance.
Roll the dice.
One more chance.
I'm
Don't
watching-
screw it up.
I'm watching these other cars take the exit, and then 2 cars in front of me decide, screw it. He goes up over the little curb and drives over the grass where the cops usually sit and watch you. And
Some off-road.
They took the exit that way. And
Yeah.
I'm looking at the traffic, I'm looking at the exit, and I said, screw it. I did the same thing.
Ah.
Well, at least you made it today.
Yep, I took a different way today, and I'm taking this way every week now.
All right.
I'm avoiding the highway.
He's learned a
Sean
new
found a
path.
shortcut.
He's learned a new path.
A few back roads to 18, then to 58, and it's all smooth sailing from there.
It's called a shortcut for a reason. If it was easy, it'd just be the way.
Yep.
That's from a movie.
Yeah,
Road
my
trip.
goodness. Yeah.
If I didn't take the exit, I still would have been sitting there probably until at least 6:15.
We can jump it.
It was barely moving.
Rough.
Well, welcome back.
Next. So because I missed out on it, I did watch the show.
Yay.
Okay.
So that's one view.
I
Out of
brought the can man here.
We
Yeah.
have 1,500 views.
The can man.
Can
Brought the
man.
can man some cans.
Yay.
Yeah,
They're underneath.
They're under there.
That's right.
Save them up all week.
Damn, how many are in there? That's for a week's worth? Damn.
Yeah.
How many you
Yeah,
drink
if
a
it
day?
was beer or alcohol, I'd be drunk.
Damn, I guess so.
I'd be drunk a lot.
I'd be a drunk.
Stone Cold. Drink a beer. Drink another beer. And another.
Oh my gosh.
Steve Weisers.
Each week I'm working on a 24-pack down here
Oh wow.
next to me.
Well, yeah, that's you don't drink all 24 in one sitting.
Right.
No, I probably could.
Damn.
Jeez. Fair enough.
Sugar high.
Like this is any better than alcohol, but for me it is.
Well, Well, you don't get the impairment.
Right.
You just get the diabetes.
Yeah.
I'm off for Brimley. Get your free meter with my diabetes.
Diabetes.
Quaker Oats.
So,
How are you, Tara?
How am I?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't get a Monday off, did you?
I did not get Monday off.
You did.
Thank you much.
I sure as hell
You
did.
got a government job.
Jay had it off.
I did not. There were parades and shit.
Were there?
There were. You know.
I wouldn't know.
I didn't see any, but I heard about them.
They certainly didn't have any parades for me. What, are you working? Here's your parade. No. No.
What was that parade in Ferris Bueller? Just a random parade, or was it like for a holiday?
It was a real parade.
I feel like, well, because there was a lot of Germanic things involved in that, I feel like it was some sort of German pride, which is not something that you want to have in a parade.
It was just weird, like a school day. Like there was a parade, like
Well, because the kids are in school.
right, but like, what were they celebrating?
Let me see if I can-
Oktoberfest? I don't know.
They were celebrating.
I don't know. There was way
They
too
did a
much.
lot that day. They went to a baseball game. They went to a museum. Went to a restaurant.
according to
parade.
Cameron, they did nothing good.
Nothing good.
Nothing good. There was way too much lederhosen for it to not be Germanic. So I feel like it was some sort of like Oktoberfest kind of thing.
They got a lot done in that one day. Just like Will Smith.
He-
Remember that summertime song?
Yeah.
He went to the car wash. He got his hair cut. He played basketball. He went to a cookout.
I don't get that much stuff
I
done.
know.
How many hours does he get in his day?
Oh, Sean's got information.
All right.
What's the 411, Sean?
The parade of Ferris Bueller's Day Off was filmed on September 28, 1985, during Chicago's Von Steuben Day Parade.
Von Steuven.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Wunderbar. Which means wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm.
Some lederhosen, some bratwurst. And so what's that stuff there? It's white and it's like a
Sauerkraut?
Sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Some sauerkraut.
Every little paragraph I look, I think it's going to tell me a little more about it, but it just says that's what it was.
That's what it was.
And on the date.
Chicago.
I think it's like a German parade.
With a name like that, I'd assume so, yeah.
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 Fahrvergnügen. My Volkswagen.
Mm.
All right.
VW like that?
Sure.
VW?
The V-dubs.
V-dubs.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it was German. I think we've all.
German, yeah.
I think we've all
And they were
established.
playing
that.
the Beatles, which is not a German band.
That is not a German band.
Name a German band.
Name a German band?
Rammstein.
Rammstein?
Rammstein.
Danke
Du
schön.
hast. Du hast.
Well, Millie Vanilli were German.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
But they
But the
didn't
people
really
sang
sing
But they
more
didn't
songs.
sing. Well, you know what? They would sing as authentically as Ferris Bueller did in that parade. All right?
Hey, can't blame it on the rain.
Well, I was just going to say, blame it on the rain.
Did you watch
not-
that series? The,
No. The
Menendez
Menendez
brothers?
thing? No, I haven't
really
watched
good.
it. What did I didn't, I mean, I haven't,
Sorry.
I didn't really get,
Kicking your cans down the
I
street.
did, let's play kick the can.
You're
I
moving.
I don't think I tapped it. Oh, I finished Unsolved Mysteries
Oh, nice.
because I've been meaning to do that. There was a really good, paranormal story
Really?
on that, yeah. And,
Like true event or just a...
well, it's unsolved.
Oh, okay. Well, it was based on an actual event.
Allegedly.
I mean, yeah, allegedly, if you want to get into that. But you know
You
who
had
was
to be there.
You know who was on it, and I was just absolutely
Who?
shocked. Do you remember? Do you remember the Ghost Hunters show? Right. And then they had like the Ghost Hunters International.
Yeah,
thing.
Barry.
Barry, he was on there.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Body.
He was like,
Those some Ava Pay.
because there was this guy, right?
Okay.
Oh, that
And
guy.
I didn't mean to get. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but we'll talk about it now.
Yeah, might as well.
There was this guy, and he did like paranormal research,
Mhm.
and he claimed that there was a spirit that had attached itself to him,
Really?
and that she like helped him in paranormal cases.
Really?
It's a very interesting story, whether or not you believe in that kind of stuff.
So she was a ghost rider.
It was a very interesting story because he contacted this parapsych guy,
Right.
and he's a huge skeptic, and he contacted the guy because he wanted,
To prove him wrong.
yeah, basically. So the guy was conducting all these tests, and he's like, you know, he's getting all these answers, and he's like, oh geez, you know.
Damn.
And they would bring him to locations, and he wouldn't know the locations, but you know, this quote unquote spirit would tell him things that happened there, and then he'd turn to the guy and be like, oh, this and this and this happened here. And they'd be like, yeah, how'd you know that? And he's like, oh, she told me. And then it got to a point where they brought Barry in, because I guess he's written all these books, and he's like this
Expert.
expert professional guy. So he made them come to Ireland,
Oh.
and he brought him. They didn't tell him where he was going prior, and they didn't tell him anything about the location. They brought him to the location, and he you know, the spirit's telling him all this stuff, and he's turning around saying it to Barry, and Barry's like, I couldn't believe it.
We're going.
And it was
That's
interesting.
amazing.
It was interesting, but I mean, like, I was sitting there and I kind of looked at Jay, and I'm like, how is this unsolved? How is this an unsolved mystery? I was like, if you want to get into that, I was like, now we have to solve whether or not there's ghosts. I was like, that's weird. So I mean, at the end,
Scientifically proven.
well, at the end of the episode, they always give, like, you know, if you have any information. So at the end of this episode, it was like, oh, if you have any, you know, paranormal experiences, come to the website and talk to us about it. I was like,
Right.
well, that's kind of odd. I don't know, but it was good. And then they had like a wacky UFO one, and I was like,
I'm not into those.
yeah, it really wasn't. It
I
wasn't.
hate when they put those in the category with, you know, like ghost sightings and ghost stories.
The one thing that I did think was really cool about the UFO one, because it was relating to Area 51. And
That's Nevada, right?
yes, and apparently back in the 1989 or 1990,
Okay.
the original Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack had done an episode of Area. So they were literally using some of the old footage with Robert Stack
Nice.
for this episode. I thought it was really cool. I was like, oh, that's a nice throwback.
She didn't know what was going on. She
That was
felt
nice.
a
I
probe.
was like,
of
oh,
her
that's
bubble.
cool. I like the ones that are actual, like, crime.
Right.
Striker?
You don't like me, and I don't like you.
Striker.
What are you talking about? I like you.
What do you make of this? I can make a hat.
I can make a bird. I can make a little brooch. Anyway,
Mayday.
what's going on with you?
Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
People Magazine. has
What of it?
They named the sexiest man alive for 2024.
Oh, yeah.
Guess who it is?
It's usually somebody silly.
Well, just take a guess.
Take a guess.
Yeah.
For 29, I almost said
2000.
19. I almost said 1924. That'd be Einstein.
He's so sexy.
For 2024, who would they say the sexiest man? I'm not coming up with anything.
All right, Sean, what's your guess?
Cookie Monster?
Yes. No. John Krasinski.
God damn it! I was gonna guess that.
Then you
I
did.
really was.
Yeah, he's the sexiest man alive.
I don't know why I was gonna guess that. Spirit told me. I was like, damn, I almost said that. Because I've been seeing a lot about him online lately, but I didn't know it was related to that.
Krasinski.
Oh, just do your best.
Good enough.
Well,
Yeah.
that's wacky.
It is.
Hmm.
Speaking of wacky,
Yeah.
it's a good segue.
Hey.
Elon Musk.
Oh, Jesus Lord.
I hope this isn't true.
Well,
Well, rumor has it he might be purchasing McDonald's. Why? I don't know.
I can tell you
Are
why.
you gonna make
Why?
it better?
Because his new BFF eats McDonald's every day.
Does he?
Yeah.
Wonderful people.
Yeah.
You gonna make it better?
Make it cheaper?
You know what?
Both?
I'd be in favor of that if you could bring back the crispy apple pie.
Crispy apple pie.
The crispy apple pie. That's
And
all
the
I
chicken
want.
fajitas for $1.
Ooh.
I used to love those things.
Look at Sean.
Chicken fajitas.
You said that. You said that with the intensity and serious face of a man who's talking about a plane crash. You were like, I used to love those.
Oh yeah,
Not no more.
those were the
Wow.
bomb.
I'm like, well, he can afford it.
That was intense.
I don't know how much McDonald's is worth, but I mean.
Well, I mean, you could.
It's
He probably can't buy McDonald's itself.
right, probably like shares or something.
I mean, you could do a franchise.
I don't know.
Just
He's got enough. You don't need McDonald's.
there ought to be like a cap
Right.
on like what you can own.
Right.
Like you can't own fucking everything.
Right.
It's too much. You know what? I hope he pisses all his money away. There you go. Buy McDonald's. You dipshit.
And then
Then your money's gone.
Close them all.
I know McDonald's doesn't sell cheap either. Get it for like $10 billion.
Probably more. They're probably worth way more than that because they're all over the world.
They are.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not certain that you'd be able to actually buy McDonald's because it's all franchise.
I don't know.
I'm
Let Michael
not,
Keaton buy it.
Yeah.
I'm not savvy enough for
Founder.
that kind of thing. Excuse me.
No. What else?
I don't know.
Saturday Night Live
Oh boy,
was actually
Actually,
crappy.
a good
Oh.
episode. There's 3 in a row now. They got good episodes.
Oh wow.
It was hosted by Bill Burr,
sounds cold.
comedian.
Okay,
Yeah, the bald guy.
I'm aware of Bill Burr, but not. You know, I probably couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
Sounds cold. Burr.
He's got that. He's from Boston. He's
Chili
got
Willy.
that Boston accent.
Bill
like,
Burr from Boston.
bald head with like a beat with a.
Yeah.
He's a ginger.
Wow.
He's a redhead. You know. He's a ginger.
And despite that, he's funny. How about that?
Yeah. He's done movies. He's done TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got an animated series on Netflix called
Oh, the F is for family.
F is for Family. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it was good. I was like 3 in a row. How are they doing this?
I've never seen a lick of his stand-up.
No. He's all right. I mean, he said some things that you shouldn't say about women, but
Ah.
he don't care. He's like, fuck it.
All right then.
What are you gonna do?
Well,
We're gonna cancel you. Cancel me? You can't cancel me.
well, Louis C.K. got canceled.
Did he?
Well, you don't hear about him much anymore, do you?
Why was he canceled? Just curious.
He like to whip it out.
Oh,
I mean, I'm just,
Whip it.
he took it out.
Whip it. Yeah.
I'm speaking in very general terms. Like, keep it to yourself. There you go. Okay.
Let go of that.
Go with that. That's not for you. So
Go ahead.
I ended up contacting Subaru this week.
Subaru.
Yeah. Just
You contacted them.
I contacted them because, well, here's the thing.
Okay.
Not as if I'm looking to get a new car because mine's almost paid off,
Right. You just had the service done.
and I just had a bunch of stuff done to it, and it looks awesome.
It does.
But I did write them and say like, I would like you to consider bringing back the orange.
Right.
Because I like the orange,
That's right.
and it looks really good. And
The
people
orange and the black.
people are usually like, "I like your car." Yeah, you do. So I said, I hope you consider in the future, because I already know what the 25 colors are going to be, and
Yeah.
they're not orange. I can tell you that.
Every single time I see your type of car, it's orange.
Yeah,
I see your car, your car, everywhere.
I see the white a lot,
I see the orange a lot.
and then you go, it's not as cool as.
But yet they're gonna
Right.
take it. They're gonna take it away.
Yeah, well they
Brown,
stopped
like, oh.
the with 23 or 22 they stopped doing the orange. So it's been a few years since I've done the orange. So I said, I think I'd like you to consider bringing it back.
Okay.
And then I said, and I can't believe that,
I can't believe it's not butter.
So I said, hey, I have a hey, we're all friends here. Hey,
you.
I have a podcast, and I occasionally talk about my car on the show.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Occasionally, yeah, I can. I'm talking about it now. I'm talking about it right now. I said, and it'd be great if you can, if you could see your way fit to maybe sending me some swag, and I will, I could show it off on the show.
Yeah.
So the person wrote me back, and they were like, thank you for the email and
Inquiry.
They actually wanted me to go back to the Subaru website, and because I had told them that I've done some modifications and stuff. So they were like, "Oh, we'd love it if you posted pictures of your car if you can. We're always, looking for that stuff, and people love to see it, and talk about your car." And I'm like, "Oh, I can talk about my car all day."
Yeah.
And yeah, and then he goes,
There's a whole a culture of like Subaru people.
"Oh yes, yes,
They have festivals.
Subi Fest,
Yes.
yes." And then he
Subies.
said, "Be on the lookout. There's some swag on its way to you."
Awesome.
Hey. So I don't know what he's gonna send me. But I was like, wow, I can't believe that worked.
Damn. You should do that with Mountain Dew. Hey, Mountain Dew, I talk about you all the time. Give me some
Did they ask
swag.
you for a size though?
No, so it's probably not a shirt.
I was gonna
Like
say,
a
it's probably
hat.
something that's not gonna fit you.
Like stickers or something.
I suspect because they love to
Decals.
give out those what do you call those
Thermos.
yeah, like a drinking
Tumbler.
yeah, like a drinking tumbler. They love to give those out.
Nice.
So it might be one of those, and I think
Do they have your address?
yes,
Oh, sweet.
and I think like a towel or something. Like I don't care whatever they give me.
That's
I'm
pretty
gonna be happy
cool.
with it because I didn't pay for it.
How about after you send them pictures,
Yeah,
you ask
I've
them,
already done that though.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if they respond back and say they love it, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Then send another message back and say, "Hey, would you like to sponsor us?"
I need
We
more,
will wear your
I need
Well,
more stuff for
we
my
will wear
car. Send me
Subaru
stuff for my
stuff.
car.
It's
I need more lights.
we're not a Subaru podcast.
No, but we'll wear your stuff and promote you.
I do have a Subaru shirt. Jay got it
Hell,
for me.
Pepsi and Coke don't want to do shit.
I
Coke
I
never
would very
responded to me.
much really.
Try again.
I would love
Be
I
persistent.
think you're the one that should reach out to these companies.
I would love Mountain Dew to like send me samplers or something.
That was my intent. You sponsor us. You send us some
Is there any more new flavors coming out this year?
sodas, and we'll try them out on the show.
Like,
With-
like Christmas flavors?
With Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
No. Not for the
Coke has a
they've-
new Sprite with cranberry in it.
yeah, they
been
do that
done
every
before.
year. They do that every year.
Remember the commercial with
It's not good.
Don't look.
LeBron
don't sound
James?
good.
She's like, this is pretty good.
It doesn't taste good.
Cranberry's always sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong
It really does. It really does.
because I can't stand on its own. Like I need a backup.
What are you talking about? It's cranberry sauce.
I know, but I mean,
That's the only time I like cranberry.
What? Cranberry sauce?
Cranberry sauce.
Hell yeah.
The jellied
Oh.
version.
I was gonna say berry or no berry.
The jellied
All
version.
right.
done.
I just watched that the other day. You're talking about The Simpsons, yeah?
Mama token.
Cranberry sauce a la Bart.
Get the little rings on it.
And he walks away.
The indentation from the can.
She's like, put it in the fridge. He's already gone. It's like, well. So, yeah.
Get some swag.
So, they've said they're not doing the holiday flavors anymore,
Oh.
and they may not do the Halloween one next year.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Boring.
I know. Instead for the winter season, November through December, they put out with this thing they call like game fuel.
Game fuel.
Yeah, and it's like citrus cherry or something. And I'm like, I hate
For all those
cherry.
kids that stay up all night playing video games.
I hate cherry flavored things. I do. I don't. What?
Sean's got a cherry.
That's fine for you.
I know.
That's fine for you. Like Code Red, the Code Red Mountain Dew is the worst Mountain Dew. I had an argument with my nephew about this last weekend, actually, because he's like, Code Red is the best. It's the number one. I'm like, hardly.
What's your favorite?
My
Blast.
favorite is the Live Wire.
Oh, Live
Then it's Baja Blast.
Yeah.
Then it's the original green label.
Right.
And then I'll do Voltage, which is like the blue one.
Right.
But I don't mess with the red one. I don't like it.
Uh-huh.
But so it's like a citrus cherry, and I'm like, ugh. And people are like, but it's really, really good. I don't think it will be. I think you're lying to me.
Liars.
To each their
Yes. I wish you weren't a liar. No, thank you.
Liar, pants on fire.
So now I just gotta hang on until after the first of the year. I'm sure they'll have some other flavor coming for the spring.
Yeah.
It's like a little treasure hunt when they come out, and I gotta go try and find it.
In a few months, I gotta write the Pepsi again.
You gonna try
Do it
Pepsi
today.
again?
Do
it every week, Sean, until they come out.
I think somewhere in like May or June,
Yeah.
like early June.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at pictures online of older cans from like the 90s or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember one summer
The old fonts.
They had like certain designs for the summer. There's like 4 or 5 cans.
Are you talking like the
The
retro?
patriotic
Are
one.
you talking the retro designs or like
Yeah.
the special can?
Like retro.
Oh, okay.
I sent them an email suggesting do that for the summer again.
Yeah.
Bring back the retro cans, and I think they seemed interested in the idea, but I'm thinking, yeah, sure.
We already had
They
it.
Obviously,
seemed
they didn't do it.
They seemed interested.
Maybe if I put the bug in their ear a little earlier than that, maybe this summer they'll bring back the retro cans.
Yeah.
Well, then.
Make it fun.
Who
Who?
is anybody interested in? And this is just, I'm just taking tabulation.
Okay.
Anybody gonna watch that Tyson, Jake Paul fight?
I'll probably check it out.
Really?
Just to see his ass get whooped.
Yeah. Who are you hoping gets whooped?
Jake.
On Netflix.
Okay.
Jake Paul's gonna get freaking
Yeah.
mop floored.
I believe it's on.
Some of the cops in my work was talking about that, and
Yeah.
they say that Tyson may be older, but he's gonna knock him on his ass.
They had the weigh-in yesterday, and I
Hey,
saw.
he wore like a Speedo.
Yeah, which I found odd. I'm
Okay.
like, what's that look about? And then I was like, and during the weigh-in, he like roundhouse slapped him.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, he got his bell rung. Boy, oh boy.
I brought up a search page on Google to look for something else. It shows
Yeah.
all these different stories. And I saw a little picture of Tyson just standing there in a Speedo. I'm
He
like,
was in
really?
his Speedos, and the other guy had like pants, like workout pants on. I was like, this is a very contrasting image here. I don't know. Part of me is like, because how old is Mike Tyson now? Is he like in his 60s? He's got to be in his 60s.
But he looks good for his age.
Hey, Siri. How old is Mike Tyson?
Uh-huh.
All right, fine. I'll tell you. 58.
Okay. So almost 60.
See?
Thanks for telling us.
I mean, past his prime, maybe?
Well,
Maybe? I mean,
he's still getting paid.
all I can think of is the Punch-Out game with Little Mac.
Yeah.
I'm like, that other kid is Little Mac, and he's going to be like, boing, boing. Yeah. We'll see, and that's my phone.
You didn't figure out how to mute it yet?
I
Your new phone?
I
Your new
figured out
iPhone
how
I was
27
laughing
or
about
whatever?
that, too, watching the show.
I figured out how to mute it. Thank you much.
Yeah, I know. You're like, damn it.
But it was, it was trying to watch me you know.
Turn the flashlight on.
I was doing engineering in real time.
Got a PhD in iPhones.
I mean, I just got the phone like the day prior. I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Now that's Netflix, right? The Jake Paul thing?
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
Sweet. I found a good show on Netflix.
Did you?
It's called Beauty in Black. It's a Tyler Perry production.
Oh.
It's a series, and it's about like a rich family, and they'll do anything to like, protect themselves. You know, murder, drugs, sex trafficking. You know.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a lot of things.
It is. Beauty in Black.
Okay.
It's like the only one person I recognize on it. You ever see the Temptations movie?
Yep.
Yeah.
The guy who played Otis Williams.
Yep.
Anyways, he's in the show. That's the only one I recognize. Everyone else is like, I'm like, who's this person?
Who's that
But
fella?
it's really good. Like,
Yeah.
I know him.
a bunch of cover-ups. Like, you know, someone gets, you know, they were drunk driving and hit somebody. That person died, and then like they had to cover it up and blah blah blah.
Okay.
It's really good though. That's on Netflix too.
What?
Beauty in Black.
After you check out the Tyson fight.
I've been watching it. I think I was gonna like it because Tyler Perry. Cause I'm not a really big Tyler Perry fan. Because all those Medea stupid. I'm a deer.
Probably did.
I'm old and I'm funny. I'm like, no, you're not. But this is actually a pretty good show.
That was funny.
Check it out.
I'm old enough.
I recommend it.
Okay.
Your turn.
Oh,
Oh, no, it
Jesus.
should be Sean's turn. Sean, what do you got? See, you got notes.
Yep. This is one of the reasons I watched the show. See if this is something that you guys came across.
What do you got?
Oh, okay.
It's confirmed. Spaceballs 2, the movie.
Correct.
Yes.
Josh Gad.
After decades of speculation, Mel Brooks is returning to make Spaceballs 2. There's already a ton of exciting updates about the long-awaited comedy sequel.
Yeah.
The original Spaceballs writer-director Mel Brooks parodied the Star Wars and featured Bill Pullman as Han Solo-esque Lone Star, John Candy as the sidekick Barf, Rick Moranis as Dark Helmet. While the film was a moderate success upon release, it soon became a cult hit thanks to its picture-perfect stand-up of the original Star Wars trilogy, picking apart its criticism and silly sci-fi tropes.
Are they going to call it The Quest for More Money?
The Search for More Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's dubbed.
Hey.
Spaceballs teases being Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money, while fans hoped to follow up for over 3 decades.
Yes.
The news materialized over the years, but however, director Mel Brooks returned for his TV series History of the World Part 2 in 2023. Hope was reignited that the comedy maven would make the sequel to this sci-fi parody.
Yes.
Josh Gad provides a script update. Though there were a few updates after the movie was initially announced, latest news comes as a script update from Josh Gates regarding Spaceballs 2, confirming the script is now finished. Gad also spent a considerable amount of time marveling about the entire experience of creating the legendary sequel. The process of working on this with and alongside Mel Brooks has been one of the highlights of my career, he said. ...
Yeah, he's old.
Before turning coy about certain details.
He's like 100.
Though
98.
he could offer a little by way of concrete information, Gat did say, quote, I think we're nearing the end zone here.
Nice.
Let's see. Mel Brooks is teaming up with Amazon MGM. Brooks won't be directing the parody sequel. Comedy icon has been brought on as a producer. An update that many fans thought would never actually happen. Amazon MGM announced in June 2024 they had greenlit the development in Spaceballs 2.
Is there a cast?
Yep.
Yeah, Josh Gad's going to be in it.
Almost nothing is known about Spaceballs 2, but it's been confirmed that Frozen's Josh Gad will pull double duty as writer and star in the parody.
Okay.
No one has been assigned yet for Gad yet, but it's assumed that multi-talented actor will play the lead part.
Ugh.
It's also unclear. I thought maybe he was going to play like Barf. We're like,
Yeah,
you know,
I could.
sometimes they'll do someone else as the same character.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he was going to be the next Barf or something.
Not in here. It's a Mercedes.
It's also unclear if any of the movie's original stars will return, though there are a few cast members like John Candy and Joan Rivers who had sadly passed away since the first movie debuted. Cast members like Bull Pullman and Daphne, I could never say her last name,
Zunga.
Didn't Bill Pullman pass away?
No, you're thinking of Bill Paxton.
Oh.
and Rick Moranis could theoretically return to reprise the roles, which would be great to see Rick Moranis come back.
Rick Moranis does not like to do sequels.
Nope, but maybe he'll do this for.
He did the Honey I Shrunk the Kids like 5 times.
Yeah, but he doesn't. That's what he said.
Right.
That's from him. He's like, because they were talking to him about the Ghostbuster thing, and he said, I didn't want to do part 2 at all. And he's like, I'm not interested in doing sequels. So, but Mel Brooks is pretty relentless when he wants somebody for his production. Because I remember a story of.
Can't say no to Mel Brooks.
He was trying to get Nathan Lane to do the producers on Broadway. He wanted Nathan Lane with Matthew Broderick.
Right.
And Nathan didn't want to do it. And he followed him to Rome. It was Rome or like Vienna. He followed him all the way there. He's like, I was swimming in the pool. When I came up, there's Mel Brooks at the end of the pool. And he's like,
fancy seeing you here.
And he's like, so producers on Broadway.
Sign on the dotted line.
And he's like, I will do it if you leave me alone.
Now, how long did that run for?
That ran for a while, and they got a movie out of it.
Nice.
So, I think he got a
I
Tony.
never saw that. I know of it.
The original has Gene Wilder in it.
And?
Zero Mostel.
Oh, that is.
He's a big Broadway.
On Broadway.
One nearly certain return is that of Mel Brooks, who famously played the role of Yogurt.
Yes.
Money-obsessed parody of Yoda, who oversees the merchandising of the movie within the movie Spaceballs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The story details, the actual story of Spaceballs 2 is unimportant and will only serve as a backdrop for the sitting barbs.
Doesn't matter what it's about. I love that.
Though Amazon MGM hasn't released any story details about their upcoming sequel, Spaceballs, it isn't hard to imagine where the sci-fi parody would go since the original debuted in '87. There have been a slew of Star Wars movies, some which have been far from perfect. Spaceballs 2 will almost certainly make fun of Disney's acquisition of Star Wars, and characters like Yogurt will have a lot more to do, especially with the characters like Baby Yoda and their unbelievable commercial potential. Otherwise, the actual story of Spaceballs 2 is unimportant and will only serve as a backdrop for the stinging barbs.
All right. Nice.
There you go.
Well, hope it's a good one.
So they teased about it in the first movie. Now Mel's going to do it.
40 years later. Almost. Because, 2 more years will be 47.
A couple years ago,
Right?
he did, because back in the 70s,
Correct.
he did a movie called History of the World Part 1.
All right.
And a couple years ago, he finally did Part 2.
Wow.
Woo!
50 years.
That's on Hulu, and what a turd that is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, well, it's episodic,
Who's in
but
it?
it's
Besides Mel Brooks.
like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah, it's
need
just
actors.
It's the history.
it's not very good. And I wanted to like it, but I was like, ooh, this is awful.
Hopefully this will be better.
I started watching it with my dad because my dad loves Mel Brooks. Hi, Dad.
Hey, Bob.
And even he was like, this is a piece of shit. I was like, yeah, I know, right? And he ended up shutting it off. And we never went back to it. I was
Screw
like,
this.
Boy, yeah.
Burning this.
Yeah. Get this off.
Damn.
Exactly.
Well, I would assume that it won't take much to make Mel look like Yogurt these days.
No.
What they should do is do some de-aging stuff and make them into Grogu instead.
Hey,
The little baby Yoda.
baby yogurt.
Yeah. Little yogurt cup. Nikki went to
I hate yogurt.
Costco.
Strawberries.
Did
My
she?
my niece Nikki went to Costco because she lives here,
Okay.
and she comes home with this big fucking box of yogurt. And first I'm looking at it going,
That expires, by the way.
she's never gonna get all that yogurt in the fridge.
What a segue.
I know. Well, no, it wasn't even on my notes. It's just in my head.
No, this is
And,
what a segue.
And I said,
she just happened to do this.
and I said, what are you gonna do with all the yogurt? And she's like, well, I'm gonna put it in the fridge. And I said, well, good luck. And then she
Can
goes,
you freeze it?
I don't think so. And then she goes, well, if you want some, you're more than welcome to take some. And I went, I hate yogurt. And she goes,
It's a texture thing.
she goes, what? And I said, yeah. And she goes, you don't mean like all yogurt. And I said, no, all yogurt. I hate it all. All of it. Across the board. I don't care if there's berries in it. I don't give a shit.
Chocolate.
Granola shit. I was like, I don't like any of it. And she goes, wow. And then Jay's sitting there proud as hell, just happy as hell going, I love yogurt. I'll have some. I said, good. You got to
It's
take
free.
You got to take her on your yogurt because you're not getting any here.
There you go.
So it is. It's a texture thing. It's like gloop. I can't.
Gloop?
Ugh, yeah.
Augustus Gloop?
Nasty. Speaking of Nikki, and that's my segue.
Yes.
I went out to run a few errands, right, with Jay. I think it was last night.
Okay.
And we came home, and I opened up the door, and Nikki is standing in there's like an entryway. Nikki's standing in the entryway, and like eyes like huge. And I'm just like, whoa, because she was standing right there. And then she goes, where were you? And I went,
Damn.
what? And she goes, where were you? And I said, we went out to just run a few errands and stuff. Why? And she goes, because I came home and you weren't here. And I was like, yeah? And she goes, you're always here.
I was worried.
She was. She thought
She
something.
couldn't call you. Like, where are you?
She thought something had happened and I just left. I don't know.
Done. I'm leaving.
She's
Start
like,
letting her know or leave a note.
I am not going to get to the point where I have to leave notes when I leave the house. So she's like, I didn't know.
Be back soon.
I didn't know where you went.
XO.
And I said, well, I just went out to do stuff. I was like, it's not that big a deal. And she goes, I thought something happened. And I was like, what could happen? And she goes, anything can happen.
True.
And I said, all right, well, that might be true, but nothing has happened that I'm aware of. I said, I don't know. I can't get
Next time, leave a note.
the ringers on, so if something happened, I would have heard it.
The phone works both ways.
Yeah. I was
You were that worried, you could have called.
I said, well, I don't know why. And then she scurried to her room, and I looked at Jay, and I was like, this is like we just got chastised by Mom. I was like, what happened here?
You know what time it is?
Yeah.
Where the hell were you?
And I was like, then that's twice this week I've gone out and done some quick errands in the night. And then Jay's like, I don't know, she's getting scared we're going out at night now. I said, well, just for an hour and
You
back.
gotta be careful before you're grounded.
But she goes, I thought maybe you went grocery
Put you
shopping.
in timeout.
She goes, I thought maybe you went grocery shopping,
Separate
but it's
rooms.
Thursday and you never do that on Thursday.
She knows your schedule
She
now.
kind of does. She's like, oh, I don't know what you were doing. I'm doing stuff. I do stuff.
Doing adult stuff.
Yeah.
Adulting.
I got adult crap to do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Adulting.
Moment of silence for my childhood. All right. Did we have a winner last week?
No.
What?
No winner last week.
What?
The movie was Major Pain.
Oh,
Damon Wayans.
I see.
Yeah, one of his few movies that he's actually done. He did Blank Man.
I've been known to cut it to the rug.
I've never.
So, yeah.
I think I've seen it once.
I have the DVD. I barely watch it.
Okay.
So this week's quote's worth 2 gift cards to Dunkin' Donuts. Sean also has a gift card you can win. Want to do that first? You want to?
We'll do yours.
I'll do mine first. All right.
All right. Wow.
Are you ready?
Buckle up.
So in order to win, I'll do the rules first. You comment the name of the movie on the YouTube video. First and correct to win. Pretty simple. All right. Oh, yeah. I remember her. She was a hoe. For show. Comment below.
That all
I
rhymed.
know.
All
Comment
of it.
below for the hoe.
For the show.
For show.
All right. Sean's got a gift card available. He's going to pull a name out of his hat. You should take the name of the 131 last time, but too late now. The name of the one last time we would make it fair, but frick it.
Duh.
Shake it up.
That's probably the one I'm going to pull.
Right. She'll be happy. And the winner
Oh,
is...
my goodness.
Oh,
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Keep shaking, John.
I got to remember.
A little pushing.
Gobble, gobble.
Joy to the world.
I'm afraid.
Why are you afraid?
And the
probably the name I
winner
pulled out like
is...
10 times.
Congratulations,
Carrie.
Carrie! Yay!
There you go.
Hey.
You win one $5 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts, courtesy of
Me.
Sean. Maybe she'll win.
And hashtag just saying.
Maybe she'll win the other two that I have, and she'll get 3.
Now I'm used to Joe doing
We'll see it.
the closer.
Play the game, Carrie.
Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next time. Before I send it down the table, here's your fun fact of the week. Oh my goodness. Pumpkin pie and Thanksgiving were a matter of mid-19th century identity politics when Abraham Lincoln declared a day of Thanksgiving on the last Thursday of November in 1863. Many Southern families refused Thanksgiving and especially pumpkin pie as cultural artifacts of the Yankees.
Oh,
Pie.
take that.
Damn Yankees.
Have a great weekend. Twinkle, twinkle, baby. Twinkle, twinkle.
Have a good everything.